down. Before the tyrant could make a move, Chinbai quickly charged up with a slight advantage and collided with the large hand, saying, "Your resistance to the heretic's soul fire is impressive, let me borrow it." Behind the massive tyrant, flames erupted from the heretic zombies. It roared with all its might, shaking the area and making it glow. They coordinated well, with Chenbai pushing the person up and charging forward without fear. As a result, a powerful strike split the heretic in half. Under the intense light, Chenbai's speed was not to be underestimated. In an instant, the tyrant flew to one side, and the heretic stumbled, coldly saying, "It's over." The chaotic battle finally ended, with Chenbai being the last survivor, surrounded by the scattered zombie corpses. Every corpse dropped an item, and as Chenbai scanned the battlefield, he thought, "My luck is pretty good. I didn't expect these materials I've been collecting for so long to be so neatly gathered together." The disaster biochemical blueprint sea level suddenly appeared, required materials, zombie claw, melee metal device, Storm King skeleton, heretic heart, Lord Brain. Chenbai now said, "These are the essence, even better than the blueprint's requirements. This should yield something good." The zombie capture claw E level shows, agility increased by 10%, attack power increased. Note, skill recovery. After striking the enemy, adds, Ghost Shadow Claw, active increase of 10%. Agility increased by 20%, attack speed. Requires agility equipped greater than or equal to 25. Evolution level greater than or equal to 2. From the zombie horde earlier, Chenbai obtained highly valuable loot. This was broadcast live, and the forum immediately erupted. "Damn, is this what I'm seeing? These materials dropped from zombies can be used to make equipment. Unbelievable. Wow, can Baidiche show us the attributes of these synthesized items? Dream on, no way we'll see these equipment's attributes." Chenbai looked at these items and frowned, saying, "Sea level?" Chenbai's system displayed disaster biochemical weapon, a special sea level gloves, all attributes increased by 35. Looking at the two gloves floating in front of him, Chenbai didn't speak, contemplating for a while. On the forum, discussions heated up. He's looking at the attributes. "I want to see too." He looks unhappy, seems like this might not be great. Sea level. Looks like he's not satisfied with this sea level equipment. Chenbai's system reported, "Lord Brain is efficient, can always control 3 mutated tyrants with mental strength no higher than his own. Pursuer Wisdom Skeleton actively increases 30% agility and strength, while increasing attack speed. Effect gradually decays every second, lasting for 50 minutes, cooldown 3 hours. The system continues to show more detailed mutation powers, with Mutant Flesh Mountain Root actively defeating enemies, activating a recovery state that restores special energy, mental strength, wounds, and stamina. Each time an enemy is defeated, all basic attributes, except for mental strength, increase by 1, not stackable, lasting for 20 minutes. The Lin Fire Heretic Heart actively releases a mental field that can both attack and defend, resisting mental attacks and releasing mental oppression. A summary display shows the effect of activating this equipment, creating rare extremes, and obtaining special abilities to evolve the disaster. After equipping the disaster biochemical, killing 100,000 enemies, and performing a biochemical mutation, along with 100 high-level mutants, this equipment will evolve into a mature immortal body. Chenbai was stunned and said, "Mature immortal body? What's this?" Now he thought in a different direction. Although some important parts of the bodies were stripped for materials, the remaining parts still had high absorption value. He then wondered if these could help his black light virus evolve further. He stood in the pile of zombie corpses from earlier, extending his tendrils to absorb the surroundings. The system gave a reminder. Devouring mutant tracker, tyrant type, 4th tier speed stage, gaining points continuously, unlocking new abilities. Of the Black Light Virus, unlocked 4 times, virus awakening progress reached 30%, advanced skills unlocked. After some time, Chenbai retracted his tendrils, having absorbed enough mutant zombies. He pondered the new form and then said, activate the Black Light Virus Awakening panel and Skills panel. The system immediately opened the Awakening panel, and Chenbai browsed the Awakening percentage. He paused as he browsed the Black Light Virus section. He operated the system with both hands, fully concentrating. First, allocate all evolution points to the Black Light Virus. The 2 sets of gloves were Chenbai's newly prepared equipment. He looked at his hands, pleased, muttering to himself, this is good. If this treasure evolves into a mature immortal body, it will have more new abilities. I can't wait to test its effects. A few seconds later, he flew into the air, following a curved trajectory. The system appeared in mid-air, using stamina-consuming weapons to fly or change direction, with stamina consumption increasing with each use. In the office of the Jiangcheng Villa, Luli was busy with a live broadcast. She called Song Ziqiang to report, Ziqiang, Baidi is done now. He's flying toward the city wall, and I'm adjusting all the cameras for the live stream. The cosmic wheel is pointing to the battlefield. Song Ziqiang was sitting in a tent inside the city wall, her arm injured, with Su Xian treating her. She answered Luli, okay, Luli, I understand. Song Ziqiang's injury healed quickly, and she expressed her concern to the devoted nurse Su Xian. Su Xian, you've worked hard, you haven't rested since the siege began. After this wave of attacks, you can take a break. Su Xian's face looked slightly haggard, but she still tried to speak, I can continue. Many were injured in the last major assault, so I can't relax yet. Seeing Su Xinzi's anxious expression, Ziqing stood up, pressed Su Xian back into the chair, and said, you must rest. People with your healing talent can't do everything alone. Also, if the White Emperor sees you're tired, he'll be upset. Ziqing, with a slight blush, leaned in close to Su Xian's ear and whispered meaningfully, if we don't have your healing ability after the defense phase ends, us sisters are doomed. Su Xian then understood Ziqing's thoughts and her face instantly turned red. Are you celebrating me? Suddenly, the young lawyer Ling Yu pushed the door open, holding a piece of paper, and called out, Ziqing, the situation is not looking good. Upon hearing this, the 2 inside the room were immediately startled and filled with worry. Ling Yu mentioned our base and then explained, although the siege order was invalid after the Lord's death, the corpse demons from a distance are no longer rushing towards the city wall at full speed. However, the corpse demons within 1 kilometer of the city wall are still full of hatred for the residential areas and are now attacking wildly. When mentioning the advanced corpse demons, Ling Yu's expression grew more serious. She explained, the worst part is that the mutated high-level corpse demons summoned by the Lord have lost their command, but they have regrouped. Based on my overall observation, our 3-tiered city walls have already been breached. She added, now the most dangerous area is from the 6th to the 8th segment in the west. Our tank concentration area is completely unable to stop them. The scene shifted to an observation point inside the city wall. Ziqing, assigned to this area, immediately asked the girl beside her, Ziwei, how's the situation there? Ziwei, using her talent, observed that the corpse demons were tearing at the city wall and quickly reported, based on my analysis, the 6th segment of the city wall can hold for a maximum of 3 minutes. Reinforcements are needed immediately. The flesh and blood wall is being devoured, and its recovery speed is far slower than its destruction, so it will collapse soon. During these few days of guarding the city, Ziwei was extremely focused and did not relax. The young girl's eyes had begun to bleed from exhaustion. The system update notification showed that she had activated her A-level talent, worry-free observation, allowing her to miss no targets within her field of view. And to consume mental energy to enlarge the view and rapidly integrate all the information. Seeing Ziwei's condition, Ling Yu anxiously said through a video call, "Since the siege began, I've been using my ability to observe the entire battlefield and assist with coordination. Now, her condition is very bad." Song Ziqing remained silent, deeply moved by the girl's determination. She thought to herself, little cook truly has good judgment, making such great friends and men. She turned around and added, "Now I'll personally support the front lines. Make sure everyone looks after Ziwei and lets her rest." Ling Yu immediately responded, "Understood." In another scene, on the city wall's defense line, Song Ka led some professional substitutes to provide support. Holding a weapon, she shouted, "Sister, adoptive mother, I've brought people to help." Adoptive mother, knowing Song Ka's strength, immediately reached out to stop her and shouted, "Don't come over. Their speed is very fast, and you won't be able to help." 3 evolved advanced corpse demons were besieging the adoptive mother, jumping around to dodge her attacks. The adoptive mother realized she could not handle these 3 corpse demons alone and shouted loudly, "Everyone, come on." Just then, Chen Bai suddenly appeared, swiftly brushing past Song Ka and softly said, "Didn't the adoptive mother say you shouldn't interfere? Why are you here causing trouble?" Song Ka was stunned by Chen Bai's sudden appearance and blankly called out, Chen Bai?" Chen Bai, approaching, swung his hands and used the raging wind split technique. Everywhere he passed, the corpse demons were paralyzed. Chen Bai said, "Quickly take everyone back. Tell them the Lord is dead, and I'll handle the rest." Song Ka, hearing this news, was both happy and shocked, struggling to express herself. The Lord is really dead? Yes, the White Emperor has returned, so there's no need to worry about these corpse demons. Chen Bai performed a powerful strike, unleashing an earth-shattering attack that caused damage to hundreds of corpse demons. Song Ka, witnessing this power, was stunned and muttered, "Earthquake strike, the victory is already determined." Changing his weapon into an iron whip, Chen Bai swung it, the whip extending over 10 meters. He forcefully lashed the iron whip, splitting the corpse demons into pieces. Song Ka conveyed Chen Bai's orders, standing at the edge of the city wall and loudly calling, "Focus all efforts on killing the enemies. The Lord is dead, the White Emperor has returned, and victory is certain." Chen Bai's body erupted with tracking virus energy, emitting a purple glow. He loudly shouted, "Command the slaughter." With this command, countless spikes erupted from the ground, instantly wiping out all approaching corpse demons with a single earthquake strike. Song Ziqing also shouted loudly, "Kill." Now everyone could fully exert their strength and quickly end the battle. Song Ziqing used her purple star kill technique, shooting multiple iron pillars to eliminate the corpse demons. Meng Meng also released intense firepower with her momentum, burning all the zombie groups. The battle and cleanup lasted for 4 days, and now the surroundings have finally quieted down. Smoke and dust filled the air, and Chen Bai stood alone, watching Tong Ziqi approach. He looked around thoughtfully and said, "The losses in the city defense battle are much greater than I expected." Tong Zi Qi stepped forward and said, "You're right, the walls were almost completely destroyed. This was a 5-day-long war." She looked at the ashes and corpses on the ground and said, "We all overestimated our endurance and underestimated the intensity of the battle. Without you and Meng Meng, we definitely wouldn't have made it." Suddenly, Lido appeared, laughing heartily and saying, "I think you should be a bit happier." After the victory in battle, Lido immediately appeared to congratulate the base and Chen Bai on their results. Although the battlefield looks quite tragic, the number of deaths is much lower than I imagined. Congratulations, the mission has been successfully completed. Lido stood on a high wall, excitedly talking about the next mission for Chen Bai and the base. Now it's time to build your ice city. This is the challenge of the descending star, to create a powerful gang. This caught the attention of Tong Ziqi and Chen Bai, and the two looked up expectantly. As soon as Lido finished speaking, the system interface appeared. The Cosmic Will task invest in building a golden level city has been completed. Rewards have been distributed. Tong Ziqi looked up and asked, does that mean the city has been successfully built and there's nothing more? Lido replied, of course not. Chen Bai remained silent. Now, he took Tong Ziqi's hand and said, let's go to the place where you'll use the construction order. Tong Ziqi looked at him in confusion. At the gathering point at the foot of the eastern mountain in Jiang City, a ball emitting blue light appeared. Everyone gathered around, asking, what is this? No one knew where this strange object came from. I don't know, it just appeared suddenly, shouted the man standing above. Everyone be careful. The ball rotated on the ground, emitting dazzling light, and inside it, a castle could be seen. The system interface displayed, the city heart is restricted to purple evolvers and those authorized by them. After use, the city can be constructed. Now, the ball floated up and flew to the height of the people. Only then did they realize what it was. A young man reached out to grab it and said, this is the heart of the city, belonging to Lady Tongzi. Chi. Just then, someone saw the notification, the White Emperor and the Maiden King have arrived. The ball flew higher, growing larger, and emitting even stronger blue light. Chen Bai took Tong Ziqi's hand and said, let's take a look. He said, oh, is it to be used here? Tong Ziqi responded while walking. Before using it, I specifically consulted planning experts. This location is very suitable. Tong Ziqi looked down and explained, this includes the mountains and the plains surrounded by mountains. Important buildings and resources can be placed here. There is also a vast plain in Jiang City, with water routes running through the gathering point, which can be used for transportation. Chen Bai walked closer to her and said, indeed, you thought of everything. Let's go and build our gang. Tong Ziqi glanced at Lido, hesitated slightly, and said, wait, I need to ask Mr. Lido something. Tong Ziqi turned around and directly asked, sorry, Mr. Lido, although you invested in this for me, I want Chen Bai to be the city lord. Lido adjusted his hat and said clearly, you're not asking me. The city heart already belongs to you. You just need to fulfill the commitment to establish a local merchant guild in the central area. In the distance, Lido shouted with power, go ahead, I've already authorized it to you. Chen Bai looked gently at Tong Ziqi and softly responded. The two now resembled a king and queen, and Tong Ziqi had completely entrusted everything to him. The system interface appeared, the Cosmic Will reminds you that you have been authorized. Do you wish to use the city heart? Chen Bai touched the ball and said clearly, yes. The ball immediately emitted light, becoming brighter than before. The system interface displayed again, the Cosmic Will reminds you, please name your gang S1. Chen Bai pondered for a long time, looking at it thoughtfully, thinking, it's time to reflect on the matter of revenge. Chen Bai changed to a serious expression, gritting his teeth and said, White Emperor City. The system interface prompted, the Cosmic Will reminds you, the naming was successful. City management control unlocked. The Cosmic Will reminds the owner of the city's heart to become the city lord. Within the White Emperor City, experience and drop rates increase by 20%, all attributes increase by 100%, and you can choose to activate the enemy's work in the White Emperor City, reducing all attributes by 50% after completing the ritual. The sphere turned and, by inertia, moved toward Chen Bai's chest. A purple-green announcement appeared, Cosmic Will reminds you that you have become the city lord of White Emperor City, granting you the highest level of management authority, with an 80% increase in all attributes within White Emperor City. She focused on reading and observed Chen Bai. A large announcement appeared, Cosmic Will reminds all evolvers that Evolver Bai has created White Emperor City, numbered S1, and earned 10 reputation points.